Hi everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It's November 27, 2021, and I figured it's beautiful morning outside and perfect to give you a garden tour. So this is, as soon as you walk out, I have this grow bag here with the dwarf peas, and you can go and see how I planted that. Now it has produced very little amount of peas. It's not a lot, but I think because it's getting colder, I can see the flowers forming even more than before, so it's probably gonna start producing more. This is where I planted the lettuce. Now they did come up, but they stayed very short. So what I went ahead and did is I pulled a lot of them off, and I planted them in ground. So we'll see how that works out. And the ones I had planted here didn't come up, so what I went ahead and did is planted onions in there. So yeah, and here's some spinach. This I did direct sow the seed, so it's coming up. And this is a purple broccoli, so we'll see. This is the mustard. Now if you like regular mustard on your burgers, this is a great little green to add. My daughter loves that. And this is lettuce. This was, I believe, is called a candy cane pepper, and it's a very variegated variety. This one didn't really produce that much, so I really don't know exactly how it tastes like once it's ripened up and stuff. So we'll see that. And this pepper plant is about, I want to say 2-3 years old. Now this one I did not do from seed. I will say this is the most peppers that I have gotten from this plant since I got it. It's Red Beauty sweet pepper. It's still in there. So it's producing. I mean, they're small, but like this is perfect size if you wanna, just season. We like to when I cook rice, to just cut up a bell pepper, gives it a really good flavor. So this is the most it has produced. It's producing a lot still, actually. And I have used some from there already. So, and that's I'm not sure what brassica that is, but there it is. And this is more onions in there. This is I believe calendula. More spinach. This is the giant spinach. So it's supposed to get really big. This is lettuce right here. And this I direct sow some more seeds because we do eat a lot of lettuce. So I went ahead and once I saw that this was starting to come up, I went ahead and direct sowed some. Now be warned, a lot of people make gardening to be, somewhat glamorous. It's not always fun and games. When you start a garden, you do attract rats or mice or squirrels or things like that. So that's why you will see rat traps, because we do have a problem with rats since I started my garden. So that's that. And see, you can see it actually ate some of this pepper a couple of days back. But this is my banana pepper. I did not know that banana peppers turn color, so that's getting a pretty purple color. So this is banana pepper. This is another banana pepper plant. So this one's producing a lot actually. It has a lot of peppers in it. And this is Big Jim peppers. This is a great pepper to stuff. Right now they're kind of small because, I mean, it's getting colder out. It's still a good pepper, good size. And this is this variety. If you're in Houston, I got this at the Houston Garden Center, and it produced really good amount, and it's still producing. So this is the Sweet 100 tomato. This thing is crazy. So it had gotten some type of disease, so I cut it off. Like, I had cut it off. Trying to see where, if it shows where I cut it off at. I don't think it shows, but I had cut it off and it came back. This one you can see exactly, like I cut all of it off. It just brought a new growth and it's producing more tomatoes. So this variety is very resilient. You can see more flowers in there. So, hey, if it wants to live, I'm gonna let it. I've been enjoying little tomatoes here and there, so. And this is the Shishito Pepper. This has been, I have neglected this plant, and it has been very, very productive. So if you like spicy peppers, people like to blister these. So if you like a productive plant that you don't have to keep keep up too much with it, I seriously have neglected this plant so much, and it's just producing a ton of peppers. So this is the wall right on next to my house. And now I'm gonna show you the garden beds. So these are the garden beds right here. Now let's be honest, gardening is not always easy. The garden's not always going to look beautiful and pretty. There's going to be crap all over the place, as you can see. Mulch, cardboard. So when I start new beds, I put it underneath the mulch and we mulch that. And yeah, so this is newest edition of Papaya Tree. This was 75% off at Houston Garden Center. So after this season, it's a good time to to get new trees, fruit trees. So what I do is I'll leave it in pots in case it gets super, super cold. I'll take it inside the house, and then I'll plant it like around February, March, when it starts warming up. But I think I might do container. This is a Poinsettia from last year that my mom gave me. This one was a variegated, so it had like yellow, white leaves and red leaves, and I think you can kind of see the variegation on these. So that's nice right there. And I put it in a pot. Fun fact: these are actually trees. They grow in Mexico, like trees. So it's a warm weather plant. And this is, I guess, my strawberry bed, but there's asparagus coming up in here. And you can see all the strawberries. This is Dinosaur Kale. If you don't like kale, try the kale in the winter time. It's when it gets its nice flavor. In the summertime, it doesn't taste all that great. But Dinosaur Kale, is one of the varieties that has the least yucky flavor. So, in that I have put some flowers that died back. This is just a pepper. I went crazy with seeds last year, and I just ran out of place to plant pepper, so I just planted here, and it seems to be doing okay. This is sweet peas. Now this bed right here has a ton of root knot nematodes, so if it's not brassica or root knot nematode resistant, it's going to die. That's why you'll see in this bed I have in grow bags. So I have the peas growing in grow bags, and I have another pea here. This one seems to love this spot. That's just one in there. So these zinnias are still, I mean, they have a little bit of disease in them, but they're still going strong. The strawberries, this is a lot of work I had to do in this bed. But the reason I have cardboard here is because there was a ton of grass just taking over everything. So I just kind of wanted to kill it and work on this, mulch it and stuff like that. So these are from Dollar Tree, and strawberry plants will grow anywhere and they will take over if you let them. You can kind of see them just growing all right here on the pathway. So what I went ahead and did is just kind of planted some in pots. I put some onions in there. This I'm still trying to figure out what to do with, but I'm gonna put another arch right here, another one right there, and another one over there. Now this is a pepper plant. Also, I grew this from seed. Look how thick that stalk is. So this one didn't produce a ton, but it's okay. Now that's Kohlrabi in there. And this, I had direct sowed some Kohlrabi and some lettuce, some garlic in grow bags. Last year, the onions actually grew really, really good in grow bags, so I'm gonna try that this year. Then right here, this is the Rattlesnake. Pole beans. Now if you want a bean that's gonna be very producing, it's gonna produce a lot, and this to me has been very pest resistant. Last year I grew the long beans, and that attracted so many different pests to it, especially the aphids. It was infested with aphids, and this has not had any issues. These are 2 plants right here. I direct sowed in, I want to say August or September, and it has given us a lot of beans. This is celery right here. Okay, so this is celery. Gonna try. So this is actually 2 years old, or like a year old. It's 2 plants in there. It's very vigorous, and there's a little bit of cilantro growing over there. There's a lot of weeds, but here's some see, we can grow some Brussels sprouts, onions, lettuce. This is the freckle romaine lettuce. This, I'm not sure. I think that's the Chinese broccoli or the purple sprouting broccoli, if I remember correctly. So there's a lot of little brassicas growing all over. We'll see if they have enough time to get big. These are Kohlrabis. So I have Kohlrabis over here. More romaine lettuce honestly, I don't even know. This might be from last year that it reseeded, because I don't, or some seeds that flew. I don't know, but I didn't plant this year. But hey, food is food. And then you have epazote that comes back every single year. You have to be careful with it because the seeds will go all over the place, and you're gonna have epazote growing all over the place. But it is a good herb to season and cook with. And we have onions, this beautiful kale here, this sweet peas, finally producing flowers, another plant right there, and a bunch of onions, some brassicas, a sweet pea that's starting to come up, little brassicas that are trying to come through there. Those are kohlrabis. And on this bed, it's another rattlesnake bean. Look how pretty that looks, just hanging out. This is just one plant, and it has been producing a ton for us. And this is some more peas. Starting to see a little pot over there, starting to beautiful flowers. This is just so pretty right here. Okay, so we have a lot of lettuce growing over here. All this was direct sown. This is all in different stages. This is the Cos romaine lettuce, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the variety that we have really liked a lot. So I really think that's what we're just gonna grow from now on. That's what my kids and my husband and I prefer. We have come to the realization that we don't like the purple or dark red lettuce. It's just too spicy for us. So yeah, only green lettuces from now on. So it's all in different stages of growth, because if you direct sow them at different stages, then that way you keep on having lettuce throughout the season. So these are very small. These are the ones that I transplanted. So these are going to be growing pretty soon here. Those are a little bit bigger than the ones here. And then those. And then that. And that's a Brussels sprout. Look how asparagus grows. The baby asparagus over here. And we have more sweet peas right here. And some more asparagus right here. Lettuce. These things, I just let them go. This is the green scallop. Zucchini, I believe. We gotten some from there. I think it's time to pull it out. It's dead. It's now dying. And that's more onions. So what I'm gonna do is pull this thing out, because it's taking up a lot of space and it's just not producing what it was doing. So it's gonna come out and then just do all this around here. Onions. And that's apple zucchini. We got some from there. This is our gypsy pepper. That one's a really good stuffing tomato. It's the taste. It's kind of like a banana pepper and a bell pepper. It's really good. And these are radishes, watermelon radishes. A little broccoli that I direct sow, but it doesn't seem to like it here. But I also put some garlic right here. And onions. Now I cook with a lot of onions. So that's why I'm planting a whole bunch. And I don't know if you can see the peas going through there. Basil, this just popped up. So I'm just leaving it there, because why not? And then this bed against the house, when we moved in, all of this was ginger. And honestly, we didn't need that much ginger. So I started doing some container gardening. These are, I believe, broccolis, purple sprouting broccolis that I direct sowed the seeds. So you can see with direct sowing, like I direct sowed all of them at the same time. This one's barely sprouting up. This one's like, so you can see this one likes it better here. So because I did put several in there, so what I'm gonna do is transplant this one, leave this one, it looks very healthy, transplant it somewhere else. And then I also did some onions. All of these onions, the same thing, all at the same time. And this one already has greens and that one's barely sprouting. This is another purple sprouting broccoli. We really like broccoli, so last year we couldn't grow it. I am trying it again this year. Hopefully we get good results. This is, I'm not sure, but this is a spicy pepper that's growing over here. This is our serrano pepper plant. This is our cayenne pepper. That's what that is, cayenne pepper. And this is our chile piquin pepper. And this is the Rose of Sharon that I propagated. So the way that I did that is I cut a piece from the mother plant and I let it sit in water for months and months. And it had roots, and then I put it in there. And this is the little cilantro patch. Now remember I told you rats are something that's going to be attracted to your garden. They ate a lot of the cilantro. And that noise that you heard a while ago was me stepping on a rat trap. So yeah, that was a little scary. But it is what it is. So you can see where they like nibbled on a lot of the cilantro. So that's that. And I put some more onions. The reason I like to plant onions, there's more cilantro coming over here. The reason that I like to plant onions all over the yard is because the sun comes through at different times. So like this area might be super sunny versus the other side of the yard. So this might be sunny in the first part of the day, and then the other side might be sunny in the second part of the day. So you want onions to grow like just in different times. That way these might be these might be ready like soon, and then the other ones will be ready like a month or 2 months later. And that's why I do that. So now I'm going to show you what I have growing along the fence in containers. Now those blue tubs, they used to be like $4 when I first started doing this, and now they raised the price to like $6 and some change. So I guess a lot of people started using them or whatever, but that's how the fence looks. My kids' playground, the hammock does go higher, so, and that's a really good hammock that I got at Sam's for like $10. So quick tip, if you have an old swing set and the kids outgrow the swings or they tear, the middle part's still good. Just buy one of these are like $50. Put a hammock, put another hammock over there, and you're good. Okay, so we're gonna start here. This is my grapevine that's going all across over there. There's some peas that I really don't think they're gonna do anything, but whatever. And this is my loquat tree. So I was worried that the frost that we had last February was gonna kill it, but it came back, so that's really good. It's my little rose bush. Flowers. Bay leaf. And I planted some more onions over here. And there. Radishes. It's my third blueberry bush. So we'll see how this one goes. All the little miniature roses here. This is the other blueberry bushes. These are two different varieties that I planted. This one has not produced anything yet. This one produced a really good amount of blueberries last year. So we'll see how this one goes. Radishes, thyme. This is a Vicks plant. It smells just like Vicks. So I guess that's what it said that it was called. Peppers. We've enjoyed stuffing these. They have a really good flavor. And some more onions there. So I had 3 plants here, but 2 of them died. So I figured I would use that space to grow some onions. Mint. Some more onions. Now I try to grow from seed here. They did sprout. They're very little. They don't look to be doing as good as they could. So I think what I'm gonna do is call it a day with these and plant a whole bunch of the bulbs here. Lemon thyme. Now if there's an herb that you get, I strongly recommend this one. It is so good. The carrots, radishes. See, the rats nibbled a little bit on this. Carrots. I don't know what's going on here, but it is what it is. So I accidentally broke off a piece of that. I planted it here. It's really nice and wet, so it's gonna propagate another plant. Jimena Ardello peppers. These are really good too. They have like a smoky flavor. It's really good. And see what I was telling you about these stupid rats. Yeah. So we don't know if it's a squirrel or rat or what, but I've seen the squirrels here too. So that's radishes. The carrots that I planted here are starting to come up over here a little bit. They're starting to sprout very little. So I'm excited for that. More mustard. So this is what I have growing along the fence. Now this is like in the corner of the fence. This has been a work in progress. We had 2 big citrus trees right here that all died in the frost. So I just decided to pull them up. And over there is where I planted my Meyer improved lemon. They're so good. We got some and I made some lemonade the other day. It was so good. And then key lime. Key limes are, I think, our favorite. So that's that. And then this beautiful banana plant. I got one little pup from a local gardener, and it's produced that. And so I got some mums on clearance, and these colors are so beautiful. So I started planting them. Still need to finish mulching over here. That's lemon tree that I grew from seed. That right there is garlic chives. Those things never die. I think those are like 3-4 years old already and they don't die. Palm tree, I got it like 75% off at Walmart. Lemongrass. So what I'm gonna do is do some vining, probably some vining flower over here, and another vining flower to go right there, just to add some flowers in here. And I just don't know what flowers yet, but these are some more mums. So yeah, this is little rose bush.